Yo, what up guys, I'm Sammy and welcome back to the Soul Brothers channel, and this is my first impressions look on the Converse All-Star BB Prototype CX. So the longest name that you can ever imagine for a basketball shoe. Here it is. It's pretty damn long. It's going for 120 bucks, so pretty cheap. If you guys do want to cop, I'll try to leave an affiliate link in the description box. This is Converse's brand new basketball shoe, and hopefully they release a good amount of pairs, because I tried getting the Shift, I believe it's called the All-Star BB Shift, and they released like 2 colorways and never again released them. So I was like, okay, I wanted to try them out but never could. So anyways, I got this. Hopefully they release a lot of colorways, but let's get it started off with the Traction. So in this colorway we have like a puke a puke green color. I really don't like this color. It's like a really yellow volt, you know what I mean? So yeah, it reminds me of puke. So there's that, and also you can see the speckles on the midsole as well for little food bits. But anyways, as far as the traction pattern goes, we have nubbies, and we have, I guess, like some lines going through the nubs as well, or going across the nubs. And yeah, so as far as the traction on my wood floor goes, holy crap guys, I'm super excited because the bite seems absolutely amazing. You have I feel a really hard stop, and there's a really nice loud high-pitched squeak. I feel like I have to say this every single time now, because there's some people that misunderstand. Like, I know squeakiness has nothing to do with traction performance. I mean, just because it's squeaky doesn't mean it's gonna perform well. But I just like to have a squeaky outsole, you know what I mean? Like when I'm playing like the Currys have amazing traction, but it's super silent. There's absolutely zero squeak. When I'm playing those, it feels kind of weird, you know what I mean? Just because growing up, rubber always usually squeaks, you know what I mean? So yeah, I mean, this has a very high-pitched and loud squeak, which I like. So I'm super excited about that. But the grooves and these nubs are very close together, so hopefully it doesn't trap dirt and debris too easily. Yeah, hopefully the performance on dust is good, but of course we'll have to see on that. I got to try it on the actual court. And also durability seems absolutely terrible. Yeah, they're little nubbies, and especially like right here, look at this. It's the smallest nubs. It's so damn easy to move as well, so I don't know what they were thinking for durability. So do not play with this shoe on an outdoor court, but on an indoor court we'll have to see on that. It seems really good so far. Also, here in the middle of the outsole we have a midfoot chain plate, and there is a little bit of a cutout there that exposes it. And also here in the heel there is a cutout for the midsole, and this midsole they're using CX foam. And now moving on to the heel to toe transition, it feels overall pretty damn smooth. We have a nice rounded shape here in the heel and a fully exposed CX foam, right? Look at that. And also, this CX foam is actually pretty soft. You know, there is a good amount of give to it. Just feeling it with my finger and also having it like on foot, it felt nice and soft in the heel. And then in the forefoot, however, it's a little bit more on the flatter side of things, but there's still a little bit of a curve. And we have a good amount of forefoot flex and midfoot flex. Look at that. So I wonder what's going on with the midfoot shin plate. How is it so damn flexible here? What the, right? So we'll have to see on torsion support, but overall heel to toe transition feels pretty damn smooth. All right, moving on to the cushioning setup. So one thing I like about the shoe is the foam is just the foam. It's not like caged or anything. It's literally acting as a sidewall. So yeah, I mean, it's fully exposed, and here in the heel it's pretty damn soft. There's not a whole lot of rebound. It doesn't feel like there's a lot of bounce, you know, but it feels like soft. And then there seems to be a forefoot zoom unit. It says air zoom here on the medial side in the forefoot, and I can definitely feel the forefoot zoom unit. It feels nice. It feels pretty similar to the PG3. It might be a larger zoom unit than the PG3. I'm not 100% sure, but it does feel like it's top loaded. I can definitely feel a little bit of compression and bounce in the forefoot, which feels nice. Court feel overall feels good. So I'm liking the cushioning setup so far. It seems like a responsive cushioning setup with good court feel, but also impact protection I feel like it's gonna be pretty good, and you have that nice little bounce in the forefoot. So it seems like a really good overall, like all around cushioning setup so far. So there's that. Moving on to the materials. So we have suede, and the suede seems all right. You know, it's not like buttery smooth suede, but it's also like not terrible. It doesn't feel horribly cheap, right? And then of course we have mesh as well. We have a little bit of a cutout here, I guess like in the forefoot. Also Right here, the mesh is exposed, right? Also on the medial side, we can see the Converse logo as well on both the medial and lateral sides of the shoe. So how does it feel on foot? It feels pretty nice. It conforms to your foot pretty well. I mean, it does seem a little bit on the thicker side of things, and also it's pretty stiff. Right? There's not a whole lot of give to it. I'm actually pressing it pretty damn hard. Like a material that's super soft is like the PG6. Like to compare, this is a really soft material. Look at that. Barely pressing it, it gives pretty easily, right? But this shoe, pressing it a lot harder, it doesn't like give as much, right? So I guess, I mean, for support, it'll be very good, but you don't really need a whole lot of support on top of the forefoot, right? So either way, whatever. And then here in the midfoot, also it feels kind of like on the stiffer side of things, you know what I mean? But one good thing though is that it doesn't feel cumbersome. It's not pinching my foot or anything, so I guess that's a good thing. And then for the tongue, this is a weird tongue. Look at this. We have like a Y shape, and it kind of looks like a slingshot, right? Kind of want to put a rubber band here and make a slingshot or something. But you know, there is actually a good amount of foam, like especially on top of the tongue, which feels nice. It is an independent tongue, however, so I don't really like that all too much. And then here in the ankle area, we have an Achilles pillow, one singular Achilles pillow that goes across the entire heel. That feels nice, you know, it's comfortable. It locks your heel down, so that feels great. And look at this, look at the freaking heel tab on this. That is the largest and tallest heel tab I've ever seen. Look at that. So this shoe is super easy to put on. I really like that. So for the quality, I guess it's pretty good. I mean, like I said, it's a little bit on the cheaper side of things, it feels like, but it's not terrible. And I guess like the synthetic leather cuts are pretty cheap though, right? Here on the tongue, and also I guess like right here as well for like the logo. This actually feels like synthetic leather, but the suede actually, I feel like they're using real suede. I might be wrong though. So overall, I mean, it feels pretty nice on foot and it feels very supportive. Moving on to the fit, holy crap guys, I went true to size and it's a really tight fit. You know, I don't know, we'll have to see. I mean, I've only walked around it a little bit. You know, I just got it in today. I haven't played in it yet, so hopefully when I play in it, I don't get crazy needles, but it's feeling real snug right now, right? So actually lengthwise, it's a little snug for me. Right, so be careful on that. I would actually suggest most people go up half a size because it's really close. Like it's scrunching my toes up just a tiny bit. I feel like I even would have wanted to go up half a size, but of course we'll have to see on that. We'll have to see how everything breaks in and stuff. Also, width wise, it is freaking narrow. I can definitely feel this part squeezing the hell out of no, it's not like squeezing the hell out of my foot, but I mean on the left side it is a little bit more than my right for some reason. But this side is definitely squeezing the side of my foot a little bit. So it's definitely a narrow fit, and also here in the toe box, it's super snug. I can barely curl my toes up. So overall, I mean, I do like a tight fit, but it's a little even tight for me. So I guess if you have a really skinny foot and you want a super snug fit, then go true to size. But for most people, I would suggest going up half a size. And if you have a wide foot or you want a roomy fit, I guess go up a full size or probably stay away from the shoe, right? All right, as far as the support and lockdown goes, holy crap, guys, they did an amazing job for lateral counters. Look at this, look at the foam, guys. So here in the forefoot, it wraps all the way up, you know, it just wraps around your forefoot really well. And then also here in the heel, look at that. Look at that, this is crazy. Is there an internal TPU heel counter? I wonder, but you don't really need it, right? So on the lateral side, it's crazy. On the medial side, it's also crazy. You know, honestly, I would have just probably cut all of this off, right? To save on weight because foam is usually heavy. But yeah, on the lateral side, I feel like lateral containments are going to be really good. Lateral stability, I mean, I wish they would have added a little bit of an outrigger actually. You know, it's not super wide. So there is a support and lockdown. I feel like it's going to be very good. All right, moving on to the weight. I feel like this shoe is going to be, it doesn't feel super heavy, but I'm guessing like 12, 13 ounces. 13.44 ounces. Let's check the other pair. 13.23 ounces, so not super heavy. It's a little bit heavier than average. It definitely does feel a little bulky though, just because look at how much is going on with the foam. Look at that, you know, especially here in the back of the shoe. But overall, it feels like it's gonna be a very responsive shoe just because the traction feels really nice so far. So I'm super excited about that. As far as the aesthetics go, I guess I like it. I do like the overall aesthetics, you know, this rib pattern on the foam. But I do like this colorway, like this color. It's like a really flat purple, but then this vomit color that they have going on with the lining in the tongue and then the outsole, just I don't like that. So I guess I do like the overall silhouette though. So tell us what you guys think of these aesthetics down in the comment section below. So wrapping things up, yes, it's actually feeling really nice. I feel like it's gonna be a very supportive shoe and also super responsive, really good for guards and even bigger guys who would want a lot of support. So yeah, my first impressions on this shoe are very, very good. And if you guys do want to cop, I'll try to leave an affiliate link in the description box. But that's it. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.